Welcome everyone to the Everything Show, episode 632. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What is up, everybody?
Okay, again, there was so many articles today that 4 shows ain't enough, so go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So the first one, we're kind of going to go out a little bit out of order here, but we have news about Indiana Jones 5, and basically this could be good news, could be bad news, but apparently it is going to follow up after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It may continue from that, or well, the way I interpret it is I interpret it as this. It's not necessarily connected to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but it's not like a reboot or anything. It's just like the next story. So hopefully,
so it's basically just continuation of the thread, not necessarily the skull. It's a whole new adventure.
Yeah, that's how I'm interpreting
the timeline is like not too far off from Crystal Skull. Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I'm interpreting it. I could be wrong, but hopefully that's what they're doing. Because
that's not bad. If it's not has anything to do with Chris, if it's not a direct sequel, well, here's the thing: it's gonna follow afterwards, but it's not gonna be like him going to get the skull again or the aliens and none of that crap. So, right? We think.
That's what I think.
All right. And no word on if anybody's in it, Shia LaBeouf or whatever. No.
Just as far as I know, it's just Harrison Ford right now.
Okay.
Which is good.
All right. Script is made or not necessarily fully done?
I don't know, actually. I'm sure we'll be hearing news about it when it's done. So.
Okay. Now, what else is Disney doing?
Disney is making a live-action Peter Pan movie, which I guess after the the box office, I don't want to say disaster, but
box office bomb of someone who's not Disney doing Peter Pan.
After Pan underperformed at the box office, I guess Disney was like, "Yeah, we'll do it."
Yeah, the thought of Captain Hook being a good guy is kind of not appealing, and Hugh Jackman trying to get another franchise that didn't work out too well. As Blackbeard, really. No. I didn't even see the movie, so I can't even say how bad it was. But that's up. They even delayed it, thinking it was going to do better. They did a lot of marketing in the city. They spent a lot of money on marketing. They went to Times Square. They went the whole. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. But all right, so Marvel is already constructing an outline on Phase 4. The other night, we broke the news. It came out too quick, though, that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be part of Phase 4, which I think I like that. Do you like that?
Yeah. I mean, I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm looking forward to the second Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm interested to see who Star-Lord's father is and how they're going to connect it to Avengers: Infinity War. Now that we know that Star-Lord is confirmed for Infinity War, I think, like we said on the other cast, it's just a matter of time before they say, "Oh, all the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be in Infinity War." So I'm excited. I hope maybe they introduce another Soul Gem, even though they said that they're not focusing on the Infinity Gauntlet in the sequel. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It's nice that we're going to have, the third movie in basically a phase that's probably going to be filled with new heroes and sequels to heroes we got now, rather than Captain America and Iron Man and stuff. So
that's a good thing. I mean, I know that they are taking Inhumans off the phase, which I'm happy about that because I really don't think we're ready for that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking New Warriors. I don't know why we can't have a New Warriors movie. It's different. Young teenage superheroes, forming New Warriors, Speedball and Night Thrasher and Namorita and Nova. They can really show Nova, or they could do a Nova movie.
Yeah, they might.
I see Black Widow having a movie in Phase 4. I see the Hulk having a movie finally. And I'm hoping that maybe they'll do a Ghost Rider. I think Marvel's got the rights to Ghost Rider, so maybe Ghost Rider will be part of Phase 4.
Yeah.
Properly done.
You know who might get a movie?
Blade 4 also.
You know who might get? Yeah, Blade, yeah.
Oh,
No, I was gonna say Blade. Yeah,
yeah, Blade. Oh, that's what you're gonna say.
yeah,
They could do a Midnight Suns. They could do the Supernatural with uh, Ghost Rider and Blade, and maybe Night Stalkers.
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think I think after Phase 3, which obviously we know ends with Infinity War Part 2. And well, I guess Infinity War Parts 1 and 2. It's going to be interesting to see what the story becomes, because I'm gathering the Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity Stones arc is going to be over.
Yeah.
So I guess Thanos will be defeated or killed. The Chitauri will probably be destroyed. Stuff like that. Some heroes will probably be dead. So I'm interested to see what Marvel does in Phase 4.
They could do West Coast Avengers.
They could.
And then, it's a whole new lineup, but it's West Coast Avengers, not Avengers. That'd be pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's going on with Underworld?
The title for Underworld 5 has been revealed. Now, I just want to say before that, I love the Underworld series. I think that it's a good series. It has its problems, of course, but I really like the idea of making an Underworld 5. I'm glad that they're doing it. And the title of Underworld 5 is called Underworld Blood Wars. So that sounds pretty cool. Now, if you guys remember, in the fourth one, humans discovered vampires and lichens, and they started eradicating them. So I think that was actually a pretty smart move on the story's part, or the storyteller's part, to have humans enter the battle.
Mm. That is interesting. So, and of course, Lean's in it, right?
Yes.
Kate
I think
Beckinsale.
I think that the actor who plays Michael, who wasn't in Underworld 4, I think he's returning for this movie. He's the hybrid lichen vampire.
Yes,
So,
werewolf, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lycan is werewolf. Yes, that's awesome. I like that.
and their daughter is probably going to be in this movie too, because she had a daughter in 4 that was introduced. She didn't give birth to her, but she was created through their genetics, I believe.
Okay, that should be pretty interesting. All right. So, again, so much news is coming. We had to do all these everything shows. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I'm actually going to save the special announcement for tomorrow because I'm pretty tired. But there'll be something special planned for Friday. So, now, is there any other articles that we have? Oh, actually, let me just finish with Batman versus Superman numbers. Do we have any other articles, Chris, besides that, or no?
I think we probably finished all of them, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Actually, there's more, but I think we'll do some stuff tomorrow. Let me just again. Oh, you want to talk about Batman? The green DC greenlit.
Oh yeah. Well, we brought this up on a podcast a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago. I don't remember, maybe a week or two ago. A solo Batman movie is confirmed and being made by DC and Warner Brothers, and Ben Affleck will be making it.
And writing it, and directing it, and starring in it.
Yeah, so I'm actually excited for that, because I think he can pull off the writing, directing, and if he's producing it too, whatever. Hey,
I'm all for that. I'm not Man of Steel. I think it's been put on indefinite hold, so we're gonna see what happens with that. Man of Steel. I'm sorry. Batman vs Superman generated on Monday $1,474,602. On Tuesday, $1,867,311. Again, it's just about done already. 299 million world domestically, and worldwide it sits at 787. Still not quite.
wow.
800 million. That's a disappointment. In fact, if we remember how many times we say it, 800 million breaks even.
I'm waiting for the article. If it doesn't reach 800 million, I'm waiting for the article to come out that says
It's a
No,
failure.
it actually did break even, or it was profitable or something.
They told us flat out it's not considered a success. If it reaches 800 million, it's not a success nor it's a failure. But if it doesn't, I consider it a failure. That's basically what they were saying. I don't care. You don't factor merchandise and DVDs and Blu-ray in. This is a competition in the box office. And if you make a bold statement that it's got to make 800 million to be breaking even, that means that anything under that is a failure. So you have to recognize it as failure. I know these movies have egos, but you have to recognize it as a failure if they make a bold statement like that. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. You know, nobody wants it to be a failure, but you can't cover shit up and just change the rules when you're the ones that basically created the rules and made the statements. So, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So, what else? There was something else. Oh, there is, again, another, you know, as we said before, there is another 2 X-Men movies. Probably the next one's set in the 90s, and the other one is set in the year 2000. One of them is probably going to be the Dark Phoenix saga. The other one's rumored to be Savage Land. I'm not sure. But they're probably more than likely going to do the Dark Phoenix saga. Maybe they won't do the next movie, but the movie after. It's definitely going to be. And, you know, Marvel is not getting the rights back to X-Men. 20th Century Fox is making a lot of money off the X-Men. They have clauses. They have this. They are not going to give up the franchise. Nobody is going to give up the franchise that's generating them billions of dollars, because Days of Future Past broke all kinds of records. There's going to be more Deadpools, probably at least 2 more. Deadpool 2 is going to be a time travel movie, possibly, where he may interact with that X-Men Origins timeline, or he could be interacting with the past X-Men. So that way that's the only time he can get caught up with the X-Men, is because they're set in different times. So he could probably time travel back to the 80s X-Men after the X-Men Apocalypse. So just expect that. Maybe he shows up in X-Men Apocalypse. Not sure. But all right. Anything else, Chris?
That was all from me.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.